Hi, my name is Kendall Tuite, and for my presentation today, I'm going to be talking about effective communication. So I have two articles. Because my first article was not so long, I supplemented it with a second article, kind of showing what happens when people are ineffective at communicating. So the secret to a successful business, especially in the hospitality industry, is the staff. The employees that run a hotel or a restaurant on a day-to-day basis are parts of a well-oiled machine. However, without the gas, the machine is useless. In the hospitality industry, the gas that runs the machine is communication. A business, such as a hotel or a restaurant, is run completely on the relaying of information from one person to another. The customer alerts the employee of their specific need. The employee delivers that message to the specified area of expertise, which is then delivered to a network of people in order to complete the task at hand, and then it circles back to the customer. Without communication in between the customer and the delivering of the service, problems would indeed occur. In order to better understand the need for communication, it is important to understand that there is another area of communication involved than just between the staff member and the customer. Communication must be of utmost importance amongst the staff members as well as the management. It is incredibly important to maintain a pleasant disposition in hospitality. The job of a hotel or restaurant staff member is to create a pleasant environment for the guests. This is not possible if the staff itself is not happy or is frustrated due to lack of communication. It is important for management to allow their staff members to feel valued. This will create a loyalty among the staff members. In turn, a feeling of loyalty will result in a greater amount of trust, which leads to more communication. The two articles that I used as an inspiration for this presentation discuss the importance of communication. The first one highlights the benefits of communicating in the hospitality industry, while the other describes what happens when communicating goes wrong. When discussing effective communication, it is important to recognize that what makes communication ineffective is often done by a large group of people. Many people do it. Whether it is between fellow staff members or customers, the job is to communicate with others. There are many things a person can do wrong when communicating, such as not listening, failing to ask for clarification, speaking at the wrong level, using jargon, being critical and negative, using sarcasm, using excessive anger, communicating in an emotional state, using poor nonverbal communication, and being insincere. The most notable flaw here, in my opinion, would be failing to ask for clarification. It is important that your staff knows that no question is a stupid question. If they feel as though they need a little extra information to get the job done the correct way, they must feel comfortable to ask these questions. A manager can teach their staff that it is okay to ask for clarification by leading by example. It is important to practice what you preach in order to have well-trained employees. The second article that I came across involves the importance of communication at the customer service level, as well as between the staff and the management. The person that checks people in at a hotel is the first person that guests have their impression of the hotel from. If the guest happens to be having a bad day, but receives a nice, genuine smile from the hotel staff, it has the power to brighten that person's mood, as opposed to just contributing more to that person's bad day. Having an unpleasant experience with a staff member could be detrimental to the hotel's reputation, especially these days with systems such as Yelp, where you can rate a hotel based on your own personal experiences, and other people use that website to go and figure out if they want to stay at that hotel or not. An action as small as a smile could have that much of an effect on a business in this industry. The relationship between staff and management is just as important as that, if not more so. It is that relationship that will ultimately affect how well the staff will treat the guests. If the staff is treated with respect by the manager and feels valued by the manager and the company for their hard work, they will not only display a more pleasant mood at work, but they will imitate the management's actions as well. They will learn how to be professional and respectful while maintaining a pleasant and relaxing environment between guests and also between other staff members. People most often learn from example, but when beginning a new job, employees are most susceptible to being taught the correct way if they have the right people training them. It all starts with the management. If a manager remains professional and avoids using the characteristics listed above, the employees will learn from example and hold the standards the manager holds, knowing it is the correct way to perform the job. The suggestions and advice from the 2 articles used for this discussion are filled with the basics on how to communicate effectively. The messages that these articles are sending are of extreme value to the people employed in this industry. If these guidelines are followed, it will be easy to be successful in the hospitality industry. Once again, my name is Kendall Tuite. Thank you for listening. This was a presentation about the importance of effective communication in the hospitality industry.